Well, it's La Liga toppers taking on, well, it's La Liga toppers taking on Paris Saint-Germain, the leaders of Liga. And this is a massive clash between the two. I'm so intrigued to see the midfield battle here between these two monstrous teams who might have met in the Champions League final last season if not for the heroics of Inter Milan late on. Well, Barcelona immediately with the high line having to make a few changes in their starting 11. No Joan Garcia as their goalkeeper. He picked up an injury, so he's sidelined for a few weeks at least. But for Barcelona, the huge encouragement is Lamine Yamal is back, immediately on the ball, and the spin is brilliant. Look at him, electric already. Goes past Nuno Mendes, Ferran Torres. Well, nearly the perfect start there for Barcelona. Well, Lamine Yamal is just electric, isn't he? But for wow, that was some start from him. Just takes a quick spin move. The 360 is sensational to get away from Nuno Mendes. And if that's a sign of things to come, more for it. Here's Pedri with the switch out to Lamine Yamal. Immediate control there from the youngster. Just oozes class, doesn't he? Every time he steps on the pitch, Barcelona are a completely different proposition. Talked about the high line for Barcelona, which will be implemented, as you can see, both centre halves very much on that halfway line. PSG looking to put the press on, and the team news was massive there for PSG with none of their main three starting players. Oh, they've given the ball away there, Pedri. And good interception there from Frankie de Jong, the captain for this evening. Here's Marcus Rashford, who scored that brace against Newcastle United at St. James's Park. He'll have his confidence coursing through his veins. Now looking to play alongside someone like Lamine Yamal. Just elevates your game and forces you to, raise your levels. And this is a battle that I'm very, very curious to see. Lamine Yamal versus Nuno Mendes. Look at this for a turn by Nuno. I mean, Lamine is just sensational. Away from Vitinha, it's special from Lamine, man. Just look at him. Gets past Barcola and Vitinha. Sends Nuno Mendes on the deck. Here's Zaire Emery. He's been drafted into the starting 11. Seeing that late injury in the midfield. PSG cannot catch a break, really. We talked about Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué. All on the treatment table. Well, Hansi Flick, he has just changed the lives of Barcelona fans and players, hasn't he? The way that he's utilized the academy is just special. I mean, you can say at some point that it's easy to accommodate such world-class potential players in Lamine Yamal, Pau Cubarsí. I mean, that's your spine, and they have it from their academy, and it's beautifully fed by Ferran Torres on the left-hand side to Gerard Martin on left-back duties, but with Alejandro Balde back on the bench now. He might have to keep an eye on him because I think Balde just changes the dynamics of that Barcelona left-hand side, doesn't he? Eric Garcia get bullied off the ball here, but by unfair means, according to the referee. You can see Dani Olmo in that number 10 position, just trying to ask for that quick release there. Eric Garcia, formerly of Manchester City's academy, played for the first team as well, and then made his move to Barcelona. Here he is to Pau Cubarsí, who's now at his tender age, the leader of the backline, isn't he? He's undroppable and just a fantastic centre-back. Every time you see him on the pitch, he's just someone of 17, 18 years old is just absolutely ridiculous with the composure. He has to play in that demanding high line of Barcelona. It's a good break on the right-hand side here for PSG. Able to put the ball into the box. Koundé is just happy to see Chesney fall on the ball. Fabian Ruiz making that late run towards Achraf Hakimi, bursting down the right-hand side. That is an area that PSG will be looking to target. Achraf Hakimi knows that Marcus Rashford won't really track back at every occasion he gets. Hansi Flick will be hoping that his defensive duties by Rashford is on close watch here. It's a good header down by Mayulu, and Ibrahim Mbaye, 19 and 17 years of age, having to deputize for PSG. Not easy for them. It's such a big occasion. Here's William Pacho, the Ecuadorian centre-half. Again, pretty much first choice, but on the right-hand side, Marquinhos is generally the right-sided centre-half with the captain's armband, but with Ilyas Zabarny, it's a completely different dynamic in the back line for PSG. Real pace for the 23-year-old Ukrainian centre-half who's on Bournemouth. I mean, that is a significant jump. Again, Lamine Yamal outside of the boot pass, nearly weighted to perfection. Dani Olmo trying to make something out of nothing there. He does get the throw in. Good work there by the Spanish number 10, wearing 20 on his back. Vitinha trying to keep a close eye on Dani Olmo, not allowing him to get away from his grasp. Well, Vitinha, as did most of his PSG teammates, placing very high on the Ballon d'Or top 10. Ultimately, Ousmane Dembele deservedly winning that prize. What a journey he's had. I mean, talk about ups and downs with the ultimate high. On the right-hand side is Lamine Yamal, immediately looking influential here. Lamine Yamal on the outside. It's brilliant pace there. Oh, what a recovery that is. Nuno Mendes, absolutely brilliant. He got beaten, but the way that he recovered was really special. Here's Pedri. In that midfield battle between these two teams, Pedri beautiful, elegant on the ball. Just gets away from pressure, and three players, and now accelerates and feeds it onto the left-hand side. Here's Gerard Martin, Rashford. Now Pedri just slows the pace down. Just what a controller he is. Everything good that Barcelona does happens because of that pivot. Oh, we talk about that, and the Pedri has lost the ball on the right-hand side. He's allowed to drive with the ball. Good strength shown there by the youngster. Here's Vitinha. Barcola on that left-hand side is the experienced attacker of all of 23 years of age. Bradley Barcola. Here's Lamine. Again, William Pacho touch tied to Ferran Torres, who's preferred over Robert Lewandowski, probably because of that movement in and around the box and the pace that he has. Might allow Barcelona to press higher up the pitch, knowing that this will be a high-intensity game, but make no mistake about it, with Lewandowski on the bench, that is as good a game change as you can have. Here's De Jong. And I'll be very, very curious to see how the two youngsters play for PSG. It's not going to be easy. They're not going to have too much of the ball if you see Barcelona at home. Mayulu and Mbaye will have to make sure that they're not overawed by the situation and the opposition. So strong by William Pacho. He is touch tight, and he will have that physical advantage over Ferran Torres. It's the movement that's going to help Ferran over someone like William Pacho, who does have the recovery pace too. Not going to be easy for Ferran Torres. Won't occupy the centre halves quite like Lewandowski. You might just pin back one of the two centre halves and look to link up. Ferran might drop a lot more deeper, get himself involved in the build-up. Here's Eric Garcia to Jules Koundé, the Iron Man for Barcelona. Good turn there from Frenkie de Jong. Beautifully done. Lovely pass on the left-hand side. Now Gerard Martin can run on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space. Rashford drops into the pockets. And Barcelona just slow the tempo down, rightfully so. Getting PSG to do a lot of chasing in the early stages. Onto the right-hand side. Here's Lamine. He's got a bit of green grass to try and accelerate if he wants to. But once again, Bradley Barcola will have to keep a close eye on Lamine. Might need to help out Nuno Mendes a little bit, but Nuno Mendes is a 1v1 defender. He is quite the powerhouse himself. Here's Lamine. Does he decide to go against Mendes? Instead, he goes for the pass. Good combination play here from Barcelona. Oh, the pass there from Dani Olmo, nearly finding Jules Koundé. Oh, they're caught in a real mess there, and PSG somehow escape. That was very, very risky from the back line as Fabian Ruiz finds a very good pass into the central area. It's 4v4 if PSG play this right. There's so much space open up on the left-hand side. Nobody picks him out. Oh, he's delayed his run. Oh, the timing of the pass is really poor. Has to be released quicker there. And it's Ashraf Hakimi on that right-hand side. has to pick his head up. On the left hand, you can see Fabian Ruiz. Zaire Emery does so well, but he gets robbed off the ball. Somehow keeps his balance. Oh, it's all happening in the early stages. Nuno Mendes' tackle on Lamine Yamal was a thing of beauty himself. This game already has a few touch points. The PSG on the counter-attack with youth and exuberance can trouble Barcelona's high line. Corner here for PSG. Again, Zabarni will be someone that Barcelona will have to pick out there. Not too much size and power in the Barcelona team. All rely on technical ability and proficiency on the ball. And do they go man-to-man here? They pretty much are. Hansi Flick bringing some of that German efficiency into the back line here as PSG have to deliver with Nuno Mendes with the ball in. Oh, the header is very close. And it is Zabarni. Well, there you go. Ilya Zabarni, the main target for PSG in the box, wriggles free and the two defenders nearly combined there. I think Gerard Martin completely misses the ball there. Zabarni doesn't. He makes firm contact on it. Look at the press here from PSG. They're looking to be as aggressive as possible and make sure that Barcelona don't have time to really progress the ball forward. Again, good tempo to this game. There's been a nice snap. Here's Vitinha. Looks like PSG will want to enjoy some possession now. Zabarni. And good switch there to William Pacho. About 12 minutes on the clock. Nuno Mendes with a very good ball into the channel here. How's the first touch? It's pretty good. He gets away from the challenge here on the left-hand side. Oh, just trying a little too much there, Mayulu. But encouraging signs there. Youngster having to go up against really difficult backline. It's a challenge for him. But he'll have to keep going. And that's the main thing. He'll have to keep being as aggressive as possible. Not be timid when he does receive the ball. Has to be positive. Run at the Barcelona defense as much as he can. Chevalier with a good pass between the lines here. Really, Barcelona's midfield non-existent there. Now they get back into shape quickly there. You can see the pivot perfectly within sync. And Barcelona trusting the high line. PSG will look to flick the ball up each and every time between that acre of space between the goalkeeper and the back line. Again, Mbaye and Mayulu have to be on their toes because they know every time the midfielders or the wide men have the ball, there's every chance that there will be a clip pass into the channel. Wojciech Szczesny has to be very alert in this match. Here's Nuno Mendes. Bradley Barcola getting his first taste of action here on the left-hand side up against his French teammate Jules Koundé. Mendes, decent pass. Oh, it's a good, very good touch there from Gerard Martin. And Rashford shows good strength and hands it off to Pedri. Here's Kubarsi. Frankie de Jong. Olmo, good first touch pass there. Now Jules Koundé to Lamine Yamal. Outside the boot pass, it's perfect. What a pass! It's Ferran Torres. Oh, brilliant block there from Zabarni. That is sensational football all around. Oh, that is just special from both teams. The outside of the boot pass from Lamine Yamal was special. Ferran Torres does the right thing, goes around the keeper, looks to just slot it into an empty net. And the recovery pace shown by Ilya Zabarni, special, absolutely special. Well, this game hasn't had a goal yet, but my oh my, there's high quality on display. Lamine Yamal is such a nightmare. I mean, how do you really try to defend against him? You know, you won't be touch tight, but because he has the pace to get past you, you give him a bit of space and you drop off. He plays a pass so good. Look at that. I mean, the weight is perfect. Outside of the boot, the Trivela executed to perfection. Torres does the right thing, and so does Zabarni. That is brilliant last-ditch defending. Oh, William Pacho, very powerful in the air, wins that duel. Clever first touch there, beautifully played. The 1-2 special there. Here's Barcola. Bradley Barcola with the nutmeg, and well, Eric Garcia having none of it. Good defending. Eric Garcia has been there, done that in the big occasions, played for the likes of Manchester City and Barcelona. In the first choice, well, Kubarsi has pretty much locked up that left-sided centre-back position. The right side is pretty much open there, but Eric Garcia ahead of someone like Ronald Araujo and Andreas Christensen. Again, Lamin's pass is brilliant. Here's Dani Olmo across the face of goal, and William Pacho does very well. Alert defending. Good pass between the lines. Zaire Emery on the left-hand side. Jules Koundé is happy to give Bradley Barcola the space because he knows that Barcola will want to cut inside as much as possible. Lamin's passing is an absolute joke, man. Just the weight of the pass. It's just the attacker does not have to break stride. Ferran does so well that skip past Lucas Chevalier, but Zabarni just brilliant, man. Talk about a heroic last, because this changes the game. Barcelona score the early goal. Could be a very long evening for PSG. Not really grabbed a hold of the game so far, but still a lot of time to try and change that. Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha and Zaire Emery need to get on the ball a lot more. Joao Neves was in the starting 11 but had to be withdrawn. Might have been an injury in the warm-up. Luis Enrique taking no chances. Mayulu trying to lay that off. Here's Frankie de Jong. And Barcelona patient with the ball. PSG trying to be as compact as possible, knowing that if they do have a chance to pinch the ball, they can get one of those lightning quick counterattacks just like that. Good work again there from Mbaye. Helps out. Here's Vitinha. Can Barcelona persist with the high line here? On the right hand side is Ibrahim Mbaye. Good pace shown there to burst on the right hand side. The defending is excellent. Well, the quality of defending on show here is class from both teams. Ibrahim Mbaye just trying to burst past that right hand side. He's got a good turn of pace, but look at the defending there from Gerard Martin. Yep, the last touch clearly coming off the Barcelona left back. Pau Kubarsi was happy that he didn't have to deal with that because he was in an awkward angle. Well, the last time PSG had a corner, Ilya Zabarni headed just over the crossbar. Barcelona have to be watchful here. Nuno Mendes' ball in. Again, it's good, but a little too much on him. Bradley Barcola trying to make that out to in movement. A little too much on him as Luis Enrique watches on. Of course, won that treble for Barcelona in 2015. Had the absolute pleasure of managing one of the best front threes in world football's ever seen. Oh, clever from Lamin. I mean, the awareness is amazing from him. Really is like watching an alien, isn't he? Everything he does seems to be with purpose. Ooh, it's such a risky pass there by Vitinha. It's to Lamal. On the straight here is Pedri. It's Rashford. First time ball. Ferran, surely! It's 1-0 to Barcelona. Oh, it's liquid football from Barcelona. The one-touch movement is special, but it all comes from Vitinha's mistake. As soon as he gives the ball away in that situation, you know that Barcelona could really make you pay, and they have. Could have scored early on, courtesy of that man right there, Ferran Torres, justifying his selection, scoring with such composure. Marcus Rashford's pass is special. Look at that. Oh, it's such a suicidal pass by Vitinha. And once Yamal has it, it's clever. Look at this. Every pass they pick is perfect. Pedri, Rashford, Ferran. 1-0 to Barcelona. Beautiful football there. I told you when Ilya Zabarni made that block, it was crucial because Barcelona can cut you open just like that. No problems of offside. Ferran Torres is miles on like he was with his previous run too. He's timing it perfectly. Rashford's pass as well. Beautiful. The weight is perfect. He's got his eyes up. Knows exactly what he's going to do. Barcelona have the lead. 20 minutes on the clock here. And this is where Paris Saint-Germain will have to do a bit of game management. It's difficult for them, knowing that Barcelona at home will play at their will. They will impose themselves on you as an opposition, and it's up to you to try and disrupt that as much as possible. Here's Frankie. Eric Garcia. Here's Yamal. Already having that mark. Again, he's just, every time he's got space, he's not afraid to pull out that Trivela pass. He's mastered it at such a young age. I mean, it's frightening what else he can unlock. His close control, his dribbling. Already easy. He's a highlight reel, isn't he? The number of things that he pulls on the football pitch. Fearless footballer. Second in the Ballon d'Or list. I mean, he's 18 years of age. He's a Champions League and a World Cup away from finishing football, and that can happen very soon. Fabian Ruiz, again, hasn't been able to dictate the play whatsoever. He's caught in a defensive capacity. William Pacho having to switch the play. He does very well to find Ashraf Hakimi, or to really turn on the afterburners to keep the ball alive. Here's Zabarni, who tried his very best to stop one of Barcelona's sure shot goals. But Ferran Torres, his movement very good. Ooh, there was a chance there to slip him on the right-hand side. Ibrahim Mbaye had made that run. Again, it's so tempting, isn't it, from a PSG point of view, and that's exactly what Barcelona want. They want you to chip the ball as much as possible. It just gives them a better opportunity to try and recover the ball a whole lot quicker. They know that PSG might be too tempted every time to just feed that ball in the channels. Again, Barcelona with elite one-touch play there, but a little too much there by Marcus Rashford. The Chevalier was beaten twice, but only one of them going into the back of the net. Barcelona, again, their defensive line is something to envy, but good turn there from Zaire Emery. Hakimi on the right-hand side. Mbaye has made the run in the central areas. He's been not picked out there. Zabarni keeps it short. Here's Vitinha. Zabarni again on the right-hand side. Hakimi doesn't take the bait this time. Good turn there. Excellent strength shown there by the youngster. Brilliant close control. And the pass is special there. And now it's Bradley Barcola on the left-hand side. Tries a Trivela pass himself. Excellent defending by Jules Koundé. Well, that's the kind of carry and confidence PSG need from their front three. It is much changed. I mean, they've had to really dig deep in terms of getting players on the pitch, having to go with two academy players in Seni and Ibrahim Mbaye. Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side. Well, Lamine has not looked to engage with Nuno Mendes too much, but he's affecting the game with his wide playmaking. So Nuno Mendes will need to get a lot tighter to Lamine Yamal, a whole lot deeper in the Barcelona half as well. So it is a risky tactic, because you know Yamal can find those passes. Here's Lamine. Oh, lovely shimmy there from Yamal, but he loses his balance. Good play there from Fabian Ruiz, who pitches the ball. And it's Bradley Barcola who's in on goal. It's Bradley Barcola. The touch is really poor. Bradley Barcola had an opportunity. Was not quite through on goal, but on that left-hand side, had an opportunity here. Well, that's where Bradley Barcola has to be a lot more clinical. His close control, his pace is good. Barcelona on the attack again. Lovely pass by Lamine Yamal. There's Jules Koundé on the overlap on the right-hand side. Excellent work on the cover. Good defending PSG. But Barcola knew that his team were in a bit of trouble, forcing him to go as much as possible there. Again, excellent work. Brilliant. Defending is good. Pacho having to make sure that he gets the right amount of contact. They don't. And Rashford on the left-hand side again. It's Marcus Rashford. A couple of touches. It's great feed there by Pedri, nearly weaving through. Barcelona recover the ball high up the pitch and then go back to the goalkeeper. The close control of some of the Barcelona players is special there. Here's Frankie de Jong. Koundé. Pedri. Oh, beautiful. What a bit of skill that is from young Pedri. Back heel to Lamine. Oh, the Gens. It's just special football here from Barcelona. It's Pedri. It's Dani Olmo. Just pulls his shot wide. Ambitious there. On his weaker left foot. Trying to score from about 20 yards out. But again, the one-touch play from Barcelona is irresistible. Pedri to Lamine Yamal. Just, oh, this is brilliant, man. This is what football is all about. Again, the patterns, the attacking patterns for Barcelona must be such a nightmare for teams to defend. You don't want to give them just drop off and just play in your own half as well, because they do have those players who can pick those passes aerially, and they've got like someone like Lamine who can shoot from outside. So can Pedri, as Lamine puts the ball into the box. Good header there by Zabarni, but might have been a foul there. Michael Oliver, the referee. We're checking for a foul here. It's Chevalier on Frankie de Jong. It's just a push there, not much. The Barcelona captain going down like a heap there, but it's another corner. Might have been retaken there because I'm not really sure what happened, but it's going to be another corner here for Barcelona. And what PSG cannot afford to do is concede on corners. See someone like Kubarsi looking to try and attack this one. So will Koundé, will try and sneak at the back post. It's Lamine Yamal with the ball into the box. Decent. Oh, there's a near mix-up there. And it's Rashford. It's cleared off. Well, William Pacho had to get there. PSG is defending. All coming into question there. And Barcelona want a penalty. Michael Oliver waves that away. Can PSG keep this alive? They can on the right-hand side. It's Bradley Barcola who finds himself on the right-hand side here. Good first-time pass there. Oh, it's a very good shot. The block is even better. Well, they're going to have a look at the penalty claim there for Barcelona. Zabarni is... Let's have a look here. Ooh, now if he's not gotten any of the ball, that could be very, very risky. He's clearly caught Ferran Torres. It's going to be a quick check. From PSG's point of view, they will want the check to be complete, and it is. It's just going to be a corner though. Nuno Mendes will look to deliver. PSG will have to take advantage of the set pieces here as much as they can. Mayulu plays it short to Mendes. Here's Mbaye. Oh, good trickery there. He looks to bait the foul, and he does. Good work there from the youngster Mbaye. Just drops the shoulder. Electric pace from him. I think it's Rashford who commits the foul. Yes, it is Rashford. Gets completely done there. Great bit of change of direction there from a young 17-year-old. Again, more and more set pieces opportunities here for PSG. Can they take advantage of one of these situations here? Well, Mayulu with his left foot and Hakimi with his right are the two options. I think Mayulu surely might be the decoy here. It'll be difficult to take this one off the captain. It's Achraf Hakimi. Oh, brilliant save. Wojciech Szczesny with a fingertip to it. Achraf Hakimi looking to find that corner with the bend. He's got the curl on it. Szczesny at full extension. Tips that around the post for another corner for PSG. They're racking up the set piece opportunities. The counter cons keep going up here. Good strike. Very good save. Nuno Mendes' ball in. Well defended by Rashford again. It's Vitinha. Tries to send that with that technique on the volley. Well over the crossbar. 30 minutes on the clock. Barcelona causing all sorts of problems for PSG here. Pedri is just Well, boy, he's not happy about that. Looked like it might have been an injury. It wasn't. He's just showing the referee that the studs just raked on the side of his knee. Does look like a painful one. Here's Danny Olmo again trying that first time pass. They've pinched the ball high up the pitch there. Surely a foul and a yellow card there. Well, the foul is in his own half here, Zaire Emery, and that's the only reason that he doesn't pick up the yellow card. Because Barcelona were away. Pedri's turn is brilliant again. Look, he just pinches the ball, and then you know that you're in real trouble, because if Pedri turns and runs, and he's got runners on either side, PSG could be a lot of trouble. And the first goal came from Vitinha's errant mistake. Oh, again, good passing there from Barcelona, just about finding the corners. Here's Gerard Martin. Rashford. Look at Marcus Rashford trying to twist and turn. Good pace. Needs the recovery there from Achraf Hakimi. Nuno Mendes does well to get away from there. And lovely burst there from the Portuguese left back. Look at him go. Bursting past. Oh, that's a much cynical foul and a yellow card as you'll ever see there from Frankie de Jong. Well, you needed something like that to stop that marauding run there from Nuno Mendes, who might have done himself some damage there. Frankie de Jong doing the only thing he felt that he could have done to try and stop that run. But look at this. Nuno Mendes. Brilliant. Oh, that is so cynical there from Frankie de Jong. Can't even blame him. You have to take one for the team there. Do anything to try and stop him. Well, with the growing injury list there for Luis Enrique and PSG, last thing he'll want is someone like a game changer like Nuno Mendes. Still on the ground here. This is not good news for PSG. Nuno Mendes, it takes for a lot for him to writhe in pain like that. Oh, that is not good. Let's have a look whether or not. Oh, it's a very bad tackle there from Frankie de Jong. I mean, you want to try and defend that. He just rakes down the Achilles. I mean, you don't want to give red cards, but you can say that that could be a red card. That is safety threatening. I mean, you don't want to see a red card to ruin the game, but in terms of cynical and nasty, that is a tackle by Frankie de Jong. He'll just get a yellow card for it. But it's such a bad tackle. He's on the threshold of a red card. He's very lucky. Well, Frankie de Jong giving him a, I'm sorry he had to do that kind of pat on his back, but that is such a bad tackle to eat. I mean, on a football pitch, Nuno Mendes trying to soldier on. As I mentioned before, PSG's injury list just continues to grow. Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué, and the Ballon d'Or winner Ousmane Dembele not able to feature. But Kvaratskhelia was fit, but then he's out for a couple of weeks. Dembele will be, again, everybody will be back after the international break, hopefully from a Paris Saint-Germain point of view. Fabian Ruiz gets there nearly, and Barcola nearly finding the shot there, but quickly taken off his toes. Here's Vitinha. It's an intricate attempt there from Vitinha. Again, down the right-hand side, Luis Enrique will know that his team have been outplayed here. Again, mitigating circumstances, but still something that they'll want to try and rectify here. Not easy. Oh, brilliant there from Lamine. Can he keep it in play? Just he can't. Good spot there from the linesman if he did get it right. Lamine Yamal was on his way from one of those runs down that right-hand side. And 10 minutes to go for half-time. Barcelona will be very pleased with the way this first half has gone, but they'll want that second goal as a cushion. Both teams starting off their Champions League campaigns with comfortable clean sheet victories. Well, for Barcelona, it wasn't that comfortable against Newcastle. They had two big chances early on at St. James's Park against them. Both were squandered by very poor finishing from Newcastle. Pretty much ironed it out today against Union St. Gilles with a 4-0 victory. I saw last, it was about 90 minutes. Here's Ferran Torres, Jules Koundé. Now Lamine Yamal. No real width on that right hand side. Lamine Yamal with a beautiful pass there for Rashford, who stays on side. It's Rashford. Good defending there by Zabarni. Makes himself as big as possible with the slide and then quickly gets back onto his feet to get the ball back. Lovely one-touch passing again. It's beautifully done on the left-hand side. Here's Ibrahim Mbaye up against Jules Koundé. Not an easy opponent to get past. Mbaye waiting for a runner, but the pass is not on the same wavelength on the left-hand side. Mayulu making that run on the outside. You could see that pass was nowhere near the target. The two presidents, the three presidents really. We got UEFA's Kafarin, flanked by Nasser Al Khalifi and Joan Laporta on the left hand side. Good 1-2 there from Frankie and Rashford. Frankie nearly finding Ferran. Ashraf Hakimi. Good pass there under pressure there too, is very nicely done. Here's Vitinha. Oh, nearly gets robbed off the ball again. Shows good press resistance. Again, takes a huge chance there, Vitinha. Does well, though. Clip pass. Very well defended. Gerard Martin knew exactly where the idea was. Times his jump very well. Frankie de Jong trying to catch out Lucas Chevalier from distance. It was Danny Olmo, rather. Strange decision there from Danny Olmo to try and shoot. He knows that Chevalier will be off his line, but it's a wasted attack. Good touch there from beautiful football there by Mbaye, and then to Nuno Mendes, who continues his run this time. Look at him go. Brilliant. The pass is perfect. Surely it's 1-1 to PSG. And that all comes from Nuno Mendes. Finished off by the youngster Mayulu. All of 19 years of age on the big stage when his team are under pressure. He buries it with aplomb. Well, that comes from Nuno Mendes once again. What a special run it is. He was hacked down by de Jong early on when he made a similar run, but this time no one gets near him. Beautiful pass. It was Mbaye who placed it around the corner. Look at the feet shown there. Oh, the composure from the youngsters, very good. Just waits on the pass. Mayulu on his right foot, shifts it on his left. No chance there for Ter Stegen. And now we have a game on. We absolutely have a game on. Fair play to the Champions League holders for not going into their shell, not being overawed, not having their favoured front three. But the youngster Mayulu, Seni Mayulu, comes up trumps. 19 years of age from PSG's academy. Again, we have seen two beautiful goals. Completely different in its construction and execution. Barcelona's one-touch player is brilliant in that occasion, and Lamine Yamal, brilliant pass again on the right-hand side to Jules Koundé. Is he allowed to turn? Nearly a clever back heel there from Ferran Torres. Good pass there from Zabarni. Vitinha with the turn as well. Oh, that is surely not a foul. Michael Oliver feels that there was an arm around Gerard Martin, who's pretty clever in terms of winning that foul. Look at this run by Nuno Mendes. I mean, when I say that footballers aren't normal, they're just aren't normal people, man. You cannot compare them to you and them. I mean, just look at that Nuno Mendes. He had that stamp on the back of his leg, right on that Achilles. So painful. He's hobbling around. Minutes later, he's on that marauding run again. Oh, there a big mistake there from Chesney. Far too casual here. PSG looking to capitalize. Real mess at the back here from Paris Saint-Germain. Trying to capitalize. Barcelona caught coldly on the right-hand side. Clip ball into the box. Good defending there by Jules Koundé, and Lamine Yamal's there. Ibrahim Mbaye trying to just make that late run. It's a decent pass there. Floated into the area. And Mayulu scoring. It would have been a huge moment for him, wouldn't it? Here's Zabarni. Decent feed pass onto the right hand side. Sit back to Ilya Zabarni. Chevalier. William Pacho. Oh, very good touch there from Bradley Barcola. He's 1v2. He has to do it by himself. It's brilliant. It's Barcola. Oh, so close. Bradley Barcola coming within inches. Great feat to get away from the defender on his left foot. Trying to use power over finesse. A little too much on it. Might have just clipped the crossbar. Bradley Barcola. Oh, it's not even close to the crossbar. It's a huge let off there for Barcelona. And PSG have really come to life at the end of the first half. Starting to lose the ball a lot more here, Barcelona. Here's Mendes. That's 6 attempts each. This has been a tremendous game of football. Here's Mbaye. Ball away. Chance. It's on the right hand side is Hakimi. Oh, the defending is good. It is very good. But PSG have been a completely different team in the last 5 minutes. They have stepped on it and they're threatening Barcelona here. Look at this. It's the PSG defenders now in Barcelona territory. A complete flip from what we saw for the majority of this first half. Risky pass. William Pacho nearly leaves a shot to Ilya Zabarni. Vitinha. Oh, again, there was a chance there. Because look at the high line that Barcelona are playing. I mean, the pitch is... They've made the pitch pretty much 10 yards from their own halfway line. 10 yards on the left and 10 yards to the right. That's how much they're trying to compress the game. It's ridiculous. That much... Oh, Nuno Mendes has made a mistake here. And he's eased Lamine Yamal off the ball there unfairly in the eyes of the referee. And that will be a yellow card for Nuno Mendes. And it is. Nuno Mendes knew that once he loses that battle, there's no catching Lamine Yamal. He does the wise thing. Takes one for the team like Frenkie de Jong had to. Might have been shoulder to shoulder. I think it is, you know. He's just used his strength. He's just taken him. It's a foul, but if it's a foul, it's a yellow card. So he's not gone at the back of Lamine Yamal. He's gone shoulder to shoulder. Just expect Lamine to... He won't be able to absorb that contact from Nuno Mendes. Absolutely no chance. Here's Jules Koundé. And this first half has really flown by. It's been a brilliant watch. Here's Yamal. Again, Nuno Mendes has to be careful. Just booked. Won't have too much leeway in terms of fouls that he can concede. This is where Lamine Yamal in the second half will be running at Nuno Mendes a whole lot more. That's for sure. Good strength there by Zabarni. He's a front foot defender, isn't he? He's just top quality every time you watch him. The partnership he had with Dean Huijsen at Bournemouth. I mean, it's like that streets won't forget kind of partnership, you know. Beautiful first touch there. Trying to get away from the challenge. Again, a little too much on it, but he does manage to find the pass. Pedri to Rashford now on the left-hand side. Barcelona looking for the lead just before halftime. It's brilliant from Rashford. Cuts it across. Oh, it's brilliant defending. I think that's William Pacho. It is. Just makes his way across in the nick of time. Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres both making the runs into the box. Rashford does so well to beat Zabarni. He's into the byline there. Does the right thing of flashing that across. And William Pacho pretty much wins that tackle because neither one of Ferran nor Dani Olmo could get there in time. Brilliant from Rashford. Could have very easily had a second assist. Rashford's ball into the box. Hits the side netting and it's out for a goal kick. Disappointing end to that, but just got a minute of stoppage time remaining here for what has been a terrific first half. Barcelona taking the lead courtesy of Ferran Torres after Barcelona's brilliant one-touch move. But it all started from Vitinha giving the ball away in a very dangerous situation. From there, Barcelona punishing PSG. But to the holders' credit, they did not back down. They have that very young forward line who have not been shy to score. And Seni Mayulu scoring just about 10 minutes left in the first half to equalize. Took his goal very well. Here's Frankie de Jong. Clever pass. William Pacho with another critical block. But now Barcelona on the move here. Here's Pedri. Yamal. Clever. Pedri. Yamal. Oh, he's tried the curler. Well defended. Barcelona trying to pin back PSG here. Here's Yamal. Okay, looks to just drop the shoulder. You don't know which way he's going to go. Such a menace. Clever again. Good pass between the lines. Nearly finds his target in Pedri. Pedri's picking up impossible spaces here. Frankie de Jong has to be careful. That might be the last warning he gets, and it's the last action of what has been a terrific first half here. Barcelona took the lead courtesy of Ferran Torres, but Paris Saint-Germain not backing down in difficult circumstances with Sema Mayulu scoring. Nuno Mendes with that special run to create the goal for PSG. Half time it's 1-1 and the game is really heating up here. So much quality on the pitch. As we look at some of the other results, Monaco and Manchester City. City are 2-1 up. Arsenal just one goal ahead in, against Olympiacos. 10 shots, 62%. Pretty much a standard Arsenal game these days. It's been a very enjoyable watch. Both teams playing attacking football like they do and know how to play. Robert set for the start of the second half. Robert Lewandowski sits himself back on the substitutes bench. Would have been disappointed to not start such a big game, but the options that Hansi Flick has and the reward that he gets with Ferran Torres being such a nightmare in the box to defend against, it's totally justified his call. PSG, absolutely fair play to them with the way that they have not been overawed by the situation. They knew that they would have difficult periods in the match, and for them it would be critical to stay in the game. It would have been very easy to crumble after Barcelona got the opener, courtesy of that beautiful one-touch move there from Barcelona. It was Pedri to Rashford, finished off by Ferran Torres. But PSG, well, it was Nuno Mendes, hasn't he? I mean, the way that he just picks up the ball in his own half, and then when he runs, he is such a difficult entity to stop. I mean, Frankie de Jong had to do something so heinous in terms of a foul and a yellow card to stop him. There was no one there to mark him. On that occasion, he literally takes 3 or 4 players out with that one dribble to just lay it off to Seni Mayulu, who showed real composure in front of goal. The 19-year-old burying it past Wojciech Szczesny 7 minutes before half-time. It's a great stadium, isn't it? The Olympic Stadium in Barcelona. Camp Nou was supposed to be ready this year, but having licensing issues, and they've got so many off-the-field issues, but it just feels like on the pitch, they're an absolute joy to watch. There's a reason why they're top of La Liga with 7 games gone. And we're off and running for the start of the second half. Barcelona took the lead courtesy of Ferran Torres, were pegged back courtesy of Seni Mayulu. And now we have an exciting 45 minutes. The first half just breezed past. There were so many moments of qualities in that match. Ferran Torres could have very easily had a brace. Just before he scored, he had an opportunity where he just rounded off the keeper perfectly, just looking to slot that into an empty net. But Ilya Zabarny, with an incredible recovery run and a heroic goal line save to keep it at 0-0 at that point. Here's Willian Pacho, who had to make quite a few interceptions himself. Here's Mbaye trying to do a bit of skill there on that left-hand side. He's lost out on the ball. Here's Rashford, full of confidence, driving with the ball on his left foot. Goes with the shot. There was Marcus Rashford. Well, Marcus Rashford is finding his confidence back with the Blaugrana. He has been electric since making that move from Manchester United in the summer. Since then, he's just got that freedom. He's got the trust of Hansi Flick as well. Scored 2 goals at St. James's Park. Now an assist. He really is making an impact in the big games here. From Paris Saint-Germain's point of view, but their bench was going to be really tested. They do have Gonzalo Ramos, who might have been an option for Luis Enrique. Goes with more pace and directness. Good pass on the right-hand side. Mayulu peels off. Excellent strength shown there from Eric Garcia, who comes all the way from right side centre-back to tackle as left-back. Well, Seni Mayulu will have confidence coursing through his veins now, knowing that he's already gotten to a score sheet once. If he can do that again, it'll be a huge, huge boost to him. And what PSG cannot do is give the ball away to Barcelona in dangerous situations and areas. On the left-hand side is Ibrahim Mbaye. 17-year-old finds Vitinha. Vitinha, good balance. Fabian Ruiz, ball into the box. No real presence in the box there for Paris Saint-Germain. Frankie de Jong. It's on a yellow card, remember. Finds a beautiful switch out there, but far too much on it for Marcus Rashford. When Hansi Flick, for most of that first half, would have been very pleased with the way it went. I think in the last 10 minutes, PSG's find themselves having a lot more joy, trying to dictate the tempo themselves. In Barcelona, play with such a high line that every time PSG do have the ball, they have that instinct to really just chip that in the space between the back line and the goalkeeper. I think Luis Enrique would have said, pick your moments. Don't be hurried. Don't be tempted by that high line. Here's Zabarny. Wins the header, finds Hakimi. Here's Zaire Emery. Vitinha. Vitinha will be looking to make amends here. It was his mistake that led to the first goal. Real suicide pass as Zabarni tries a bit more deliberate on the right hand side. Good pass there from Barcola. Kubarsi strong, and Gerard Martin. Eric Garcia rather. Really is mopping up nicely, isn't he? Hakimi keeps his feet. Might be a handball there. Pedri keeps his balance brilliantly. Barcelona work their way out of a very tight corner here. Here's Frankie de Jong. Goes all the way back to Szczesny. Good press here from Paris Saint-Germain, forcing Barcelona to go long. Oh, Vitinha's touch is heavy but recovers well. Zabarni tries to just ice the situation there with a bit of cool, and so does Willian Pacho. Here's Chevalier. Pacho to Mendes. Beautiful play there. Oh, Vitinha's pass. Nearly getting PSG in a lot of trouble. Chevalier's pass to the skipper Hakimi is good. And that quick pass around the corner. Wasn't a handball. There was a good call there from Michael Oliver. Bradley Barcola's bit of skill there to try and get past Pau Kubarsi was good, but Eric Garcia on the cover, making sure that he had it's a bit of a risk again. They've lost the ball. Here's Pedri. He's got runners. Pedri keeps his feet beautifully. It's Koundé on the right-hand side. Yamal gets robbed off the ball brilliantly by Fabian Ruiz. Koundé keeps his balance though. Might be a foul. Referee says play on. Here's Frankie de Jong. And good feet shown. They're very composed here from Barcelona. And once again want to regain that control in the match. Good pass into the channel. Oh, I think Ferran Torres had just come out from an offside position. 5 minutes into the second half, it's been pretty much even here. Barcelona trying to have a bit more of the possession, but haven't really penetrated the PSG defense. Brilliant pace there from Mbaye. Oh, he's dropped down. Koundé, brilliant from the 17-year-old. Here's Ibrahim Mbaye. Chops on his left foot. Ibrahim Mbaye, well, might have been pulled there. Slight bit of contact. He absolutely cooks Jules Koundé there. Good strength and pace from the 17-year-old. Koundé trying to haul him down by his jersey. The youngster has none of it. Tries to beat Garcia well, but in front of goal. Didn't have enough on the toe poke. Zabarni. And goes all the way back to Lucas Chevalier. Barcelona being baited here by PSG. Play out the press beautifully there. Just like that, magnificent pass to Bradley Barcola, who's on the right-hand side. Miscontrols it, but might have to go by himself here. Brilliant from Barcola. Oh, it's a good strike. It was straight at Szczesny though. The danger still not cleared. Flashed across goal. And the clearance by Frankie de Jong was crucial. Well, that was brilliant from PSG. The way that just invited Barcelona with the press. Couple of passes. Splits the Barcelona back line. Here's Ibrahim Mbaye. He'll be having a lot more confidence coursing through his veins now. Now that he's shown that he's fully capable of beating Jules Koundé there. Here's Hakimi. Ashraf Hakimi, brilliant. Hakimi with the strike and Kubarsi with the block. It's a corner for PSG. The Champions League holders bursting into the life here into the second half. We saw Bradley Barcola, who had an effort, which was over the crossbar. This time he keeps it under, but it was straight at Wojciech Szczesny. Another corner here for Barcelona to defend here. Well, one of the standout players for PSG, the standout player coming across to take this corner. Nuno Mendes with his left foot will be looking for the Ukrainian Ilya Zabarny, that's for sure. Oh, there's far too much on it from Nuno Mendes. Out for a goal kick. Well, Luis Enrique again will be appreciative of how his team have gone about their business in the second half. And good strength and composure shown there from PSG. Look at Mbaye go again. Outstanding from the youngster. From a standing start, he really has that acceleration, doesn't he? Hakimi. Vitinha picks his head up for Barcola to run, and Barcola duly obliges. Here's Bradley Barcola up against Kubarsi. Here's Mayulu. Mayulu tries to clip the ball in. Good defending by Eric Garcia again on that left-hand side. Having to do so much covering. He has a little shake of the head because he knows he's having to cover for his teammates far too often here. The right-sided centre-back having to make challenges in the left channel. Not once, but this is the third or fourth time. Another corner here for PSG. They played short here for Mayulu. Mendes. Good bit of balance, but very good tracking back there from Dani Olmo. Missed opportunity there for PSG to try and put that into the box. Luis Enrique having to put on his tactical hat. He has to be, because of the number of missing players, his preferred front three all missing. So on the Champions League final, Ousmane Dembele as a centre forward, Desiree Doué on the right, and on the left, Kviza Kvaratskhelia. Oh, brilliant from Frenkie de Jong, and Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side has got a bit of support, but he'll look to run at the PSG defence again. Oh, excellent from Ilya Zabarny. Well, he's had to win that battle. He lost it in the first half where Rashford just breezed past him with a bit of skill. This time the Ukrainian centre-back not able to prevent the corner, but better than what could have happened here. Ooh, nobody picks up Pedri towards the far stick. Chevalier perfectly judges the flight of the ball, and it's a quick release too. Here's Mbaye. Oh, Dani Olmo has to be careful, because if that's a foul, that's a yellow card as well. Well, the number 8 and the number 10 both being booked here. Dani Olmo with another cynical foul. Ibrahim Mbaye feeling the effects of professional men's football here. You can see there, takes his boot off with the challenge. Another one raking down the Achilles. It's not very good, is it, from Barcelona? Saw that cynical foul by Frenkie de Jong in the first half. Played short here, back to Zabarny. Hakimi. Zabarny again. Here's William Pacho. Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side picks up a decent pass. Well defended there by Eric Garcia. He's having to defend those wide spaces on multiple occasions, and to his credit, he's done so very well. Oh, it's a loose challenge there by Ferran Torres. Vitinha was brave, and he comes away with the ball too. Good pass on the right-hand side. Here's Hakimi. And PSG getting a bit more control in the match here. It's another good ball into the channel. Decent first touch. Trying to get away from the trouble. Here's Barcola. Vitinha. Good possession in the opposition territory here for Paris Saint-Germain. Here's Ibrahim Mbaye. Bit of a step over, bit of flair, trying to go around the outside of Jules Koundé. Koundé having absolutely none of it. Lamine Yamal to Marcus Rashford. You can see what he was trying to do with the first time pass, but he's lost the ball out to Bradley Barcola. Here's the goal scorer Mayulu. Great feed from the youngster, and he takes a shot from a crowded box there. Clever attempt at the clip pass there. And just lift that over. Ooh, that's a foul there by William Pacho right in front of the referee on Dani Olmo. Hasn't had too much of an influence in this match, Dani Olmo. Taking advantage of Rafinha's injury. Good first touch there by Ferran Torres and just flicked that over to Dani Olmo. Clear foul. Not much of a foul was there by William Pacho. I've just caught him just enough. Here's Gerard Martin. It's loose there by Frenkie, who gets bailed out by Pau Cubarsí. Nuno Mendes has won every aerial duel. No surprises there. Great feed there from the Portuguese again. And Frenkie de Jong was strong and he was very calculated in the move here. And Barcelona take the free kick quickly here on the right-hand side. Vitinha does brilliantly there. Had to come across for the interception and finds a nice line breaker here. They've done well to bypass the midfield here. PSG. Here's Zaire Emery. It's a good pass. Achraf Hakimi's first touch is heavy. And Cubarsí with the cover is brilliant. No, it's Eric Garcia again. Incredible. What a game he's having. And not just that, finds a brilliant pass to Rashford, who switches it brilliantly to Lamine Yamal. That's special football here from Barcelona. Oh, Nuno Mendes. It's a foul right at the edge of the box. Nuno Mendes. Lamine Yamal is convinced that the booking is deserved here. Let's have a look. Yep, it's a clear foul and it's right at the edge of the box here. I'm not sure as to why that wasn't a booking there. I mean, immediately as he goes to the ground, he's asking for the yellow card, and rightfully so. Great footwork there from Lamine. I mean, just outside the box. So dangerous. And under 30 minutes to go, it's a free kick for Barcelona in prime territory. Maybe too close to goal. Not enough time to get one to dip under the crossbar on time. Pace will have to be taken off and rely on that curler into the far corner. Well, Lamine with the left foot. Rashford with the right. Well, Rashford can really thump it with power. It's Dani Olmo. It's also there. Yep, it's Rashford and Lamine Yamal as the two players interested in this free kick. Lucas Chevalier making sure that his wall is perfectly positioned. They have to be spot on here. Sending Mayulu under the wall in case he decides to go against it. It's Lamine Yamal. It's far too much on it. Disappointing free kick for the youngster.